live.
We just went live. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Thursday, Freedom Edition with the hot dog.
Freedom
More American. What's more America than hanging out with a hot dog?
Happy birthday, America.
Woohoo, America! Who's
Right.
blowing shit up today?
Apple pie and hot dogs.
We're blowing some shit up.
Blowing shit up, right? So what's going on? So
Hey,
this
screen,
has
share my
been
screen,
so
man.
jam-packed, and Kelly's playing a recap
Here.
of
rewind.
I-O. Here, I'm just gonna go ahead and present Kelly so we can talk and watch. As everyone saw, I didn't tell you guys, but I showed up to I-O.
I know. I did too.
You did in spirit, but you shall be your
Copper Top's
reckoning
so mad.
shall come
Copper
soon.
Top's so mad at me.
Your reckoning will come soon. Don't worry.
Yeah, but how does he not know that you were trolling?
I know, dude. I got a lot of people.
It's because we were too busy.
Yeah, you
Enjoying
were too busy having
I-O
fun.
to actually go stalk his profile.
Oh,
that looks like that's the tiny whoop tent.
Yeah.
That was off the hook, by the way. Kelly was calling races and stuff.
Hell yeah.
Good times.
What we got? Oh, is this the those are the night
radium? Yeah.
You guys should be mad at Parker a little bit too. He helped me.
He helped you?
First. I told him first.
Oh, this is recognized. So he hung out at our camp for quite some time, and was camping out right behind. So we had some regulars that were there and met so many new people. Man, it was actually between Mike and freaking Black Sheep and us. It was we had the most baller camp for sure. So
Yeah, it was definitely the camp to at least stop by and hang out for a little while.
yeah, that's the World Cup track.
World Ones.
Yep.
The place where absolutely zero drama happened.
Oh, not at all. Now, how big are those gates? Are they like maybe?
They're 5'5".
I think the championship gates are 5'7".
Are they?
I
Whoa.
thought they were. I could be wrong.
Spoonie, look at
Maybe
that.
5'6".
Spoonie, look at the scissor lift with the flags on it. Let's do that. No, I guess
this is the
Spoonie's
freestyle
driving.
track.
That was cool.
Yeah, this
No,
year
'cause
they
Spoonie- I
decided
think
to put it
Spoonie's
by
getting-
the silos.
What were you saying, Chris?
I don't know if you can see this, but there's a scissor lift with 2 flags on it. We can do that with the scissor lift of your buddies.
Well, the scissor lift on this one has 1 flag, but the the stand, the man lift, has 2. But you could still do the scissor lift with 2.
Oh, I gotcha.
Are you guys gonna bring a scissor lift to Junktown to the Get Down?
No, it's a telehandler, like an extendable boom forklift.
No, forklift.
But I think
Yeah.
it's got like a 40-foot boom on it with a man basket.
Oh, so it's like a lull.
All right, Ben,
Yeah.
go ahead and take me off percent.
All right.
Get to the dogs.
How's that track looking, Spoonie?
Sorry, I keep muting myself because I'm on my phone driving home. I was just
You got all robot.
See ya.
See ya. Wouldn't want a spoonie, yeah.
A little bit.
and a bunch of shit.
Apparently, you can fit a golf cart through multi-JP gates.
Well, not 100% through it.
Not 100% of the time.
No, it goes through, but
You gotta be on
bad aim.
point. Yeah,
You have
gotta
to be
on point.
sober to get it through.
Yeah,
I'm not saying nothing, but
yeah, we're not gonna drib out who did that.
Nobody's gonna say anything. You just heard crickets.
Well, on that note, did you guys see I met up with old BQE Bill?
Yeah,
You hung out with him. He autographed your
My bandolero.
trunk.
Oh, I thought it was your balls. Now I feel let down.
No, we went up and down Huntington Beach Pier and put BQE stickers on everything.
That's legit.
that's awesome.
Who is that static? Is that me?
If I can't hear it, maybe it's me.
I don't hear static.
I hear it.
I got
Maybe
no
it's you.
Parker,
I see
yes.
Spenny's chin, though.
OGL did shave.
Yeah, I did.
Hey,
Well, I
Smooth,
had to shave for that new job. I wanted to go in looking professional instead of
Hell
like
yeah.
like a haggard homeless dude.
That's probably a good move.
Yeah, a little bit.
Parker said there's static for sure.
Well, I was muted. And
I'll mute for a minute and tell me if it's me.
I'll mute myself.
It's Chris.
Oh, it is Chris.
Oh, again, screwing things up. Jesus. He's got a static. It's cigarette static.
So what was the best part of I/O, Kelly?
Man, the people.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
100% with you.
there was so many awesome people that I already knew, and people that I didn't know knew me that came up and were like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Hey," and then of course, meeting people that over the last year since I was there that one I have either met once or became friends over the internet, and a couple of people that we met while we were there was pretty cool. They were lots of people that needed help, and then we had little Bruce, which was like really a highlight.
Dude, Bruce is awesome.
Yeah, he's a cool kid.
If
wife,
you guys don't know who we're talking about Bruce. Was it what's Charlie's last name? I
Charlie
forget.
Stevenson.
Charlie
He's Mr. Alien Whoop.
Bruce's dad.
His call sign is Bruce's dad. My wife came up. She hung out on Friday, Saturday, and she rolled out early Sunday morning. But we had these right here, and we're armed to the T, and it was a lot of fun. So, I think the people, just everybody. We hung out at our camp like. We weren't there to race. We weren't there to like be serious. We were there to have a good time. And I mean, I think people could tell that, and that made ours and anybody else that associated with us while we were there, their time better. So, and the Nerf gun.
You guys looked like you made everybody's time a lot better at I/O.
Man, we were having a blast. And when you see somebody having fun, it's hard to be like, "Well."
Yeah, exactly.
Especially when the Nerf balls come flying their way, man.
Yeah.
You can't get mad at people that are having fun.
No.
And every time that you guys were caught on camera or pictured, like you guys were smiling, or whoever was by you was smiling.
Yeah, we were bringing the fun for sure. We had a good time.
Hell yeah, that shit was awesome.
Yes. Uncle Kelly. Oh, Parker says, Uncle Kelly, do you have any tweezers or trash bags? So all right. So I've never had, speaking of I/O story, I've never had anybody like give me a pilot name or anything like that. I just went with Kelly because it's a unique name and most people don't, have that name or the way it's spelled.
You mean Keel FPV?
Keel, yeah, whatever. Whatever people decide to call me. But while we were there, Mike had borrowed like all kinds of stuff. And I just had like everything that he kept asking me for, I had for him. And the one time he came out, I think it was tweezers that he wanted, and I didn't have them. I have this little pack that I normally carry with me that's just got all like little toiletries, fingernail clippers, and stuff, and it has a set of tweezers in it. And sure enough, I didn't have it with me. But when he came out and he asked for that, he was like, Uncle Kelly. And so I was like, that is pretty much perfect for like if I ever decide to add something to my pilot name.
Uncle Kelly FPV.
It would be Uncle Kelly, just Uncle Kelly. And he can scratch the FPV. I think there becomes a point in the FPV community where you can either continue the FPV part or you can scratch it. And I think that I'm at the point now where I can scratch it and still be okay.
Hey,
Right.
I heard that too. I've been thinking the same thing. West
Yeah.
Side is a unknown name. I can scratch the FPV. You know, like it's searchable through YouTube, and that's really
Sure.
all I had the FPV there for. You know?
And
Yeah.
if anybody searches FPV, it's going to be associated with, you know, the tags in your videos and other stuff like that. So it'll still come up. I'm echoing through somebody's phone.
That's mine. My bad.
Okay.
I just got home.
We like you.
Spoony looks like he's on the travel.
Mhm. He is.
He muted himself again.
Yeah, he muted himself and then he started talking.
I could tell he's almost in his office, so his shit will be better in a second. I think.
He's gonna fix thine self. So Kelly, when am I gonna get the pleasure of getting that wing?
Oh, wait. You
Oh
mean
wait,
this wing?
dude, here, yeah. Hold
How's
on,
that?
let me present it so everyone can see it. There it is.
Bam.
The fastest wing at the world's 2016 winner.
Bam. You should have seen this thing, man. It was fast out there.
Bada boom. Dude, that thing was super duper fast.
Yeah, they're fun, man. I had a blast watching it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But soon, not today because it was a holiday, but
Hey, yay, happy 4th of July. Freedom.
yeah, freedom. Kapow.
America.
Speaking of freedom, I'm gonna go and watch some fireworks and hang out with the fam here in a little bit.
Yeah, I think we are too. I know you said you were going to dip out a little
I'm
bit
gonna
early.
dip out here in just a few minutes. Yeah, it's getting to where it takes us about 20 minutes to get to where we're going, and that'll give us about 15 minutes to get set up.
Heck yeah.
It starts at 10. But
So-
yeah, man, I-O was the bomb.
I-O was the bomb sheezy.
Any new FPV or Team Hot Dog FPV prospects that you met at I/O that you'd like to talk about?
Ooh,
Ooh.
man.
What are you trying to reference there, West Sider? Are you
I don't know.
referencing anyone in particular?
Not at all. I was just kind of
No.
wondering how'd it go.
No.
Yeah. No.
No, I was not in the search mode. I was in the I'm gonna blast everybody with a friggin' Nerf ball.
I love watching you guys, like watching Ben go around and light people up with foam balls, and he's like slicing the pie, walking in and out of cover and stuff. It's like, dude, this is awesome. Just like watching your footwork crossing over. It's like, dude, this guy is just like ready just to kill everybody here with Nerf. It's awesome.
So if you missed it, we did a thing. What was that? Saturday night, where God, I think it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and Ben and I realized that the Hydra guys set up a tent that had full sides on it. So we go into this tent and lay down on the ground and lift the bottom of the sides up and are sniping people from underneath of this thing. So, dude, I got Lonnie King. So Lonnie King's the dude that I see all the time. He's from the Cleveland Quad Squad. And so I was like, oh, get Lonnie King. And Ben got him. And just his reaction, like looking around, like, oh my God, that scared the shit out of me. Looking around to try and find who it was hilarious, man.
Everybody was at a loss for where the hell we were, and we blast them. I know we got jet a bunch of times.
Yes, yeah, and in his light up jacket thing,
Light up feathery angel jacket.
Yeah,
So what's the best gun to have?
right here.
Dude, right there.
I mean, as far
What
as
is that one?
now, the downside to this is
I have this one.
that's an okay one,
what
but
the fuck
for
is
as
going
far
on
as
in
like
that
if you want to hit people at 50 feet or so, this is the one. Like I saw including the one that Spoony has. I saw every Nerf gun, ball blaster Nerf gun that you can really buy for under a decent price. And heck, even freaking Parker showed up with
had that
a
100 plus
gigantic
one.
gun. So I truly believe that this one right here is the best performer out of all. I can hit anything with this.
How much did you pay for that one?
$14.88.
Nice.
Drop.
Yeah,
You should
it
share
was
the link.
definitely
Nice.
You should
worth
share
it.
the link inside the hot dog community page.
All right, I will do that. And so the other piece, I'm actually working on it right now. Is so you've got the hopper, right? So there's already been somebody that created this part right here, right from here down, and they also created a new hopper that's on Thingiverse. So I'm
Sick.
actually gonna take this piece right here and print it. And then I think I'm going to try and figure out a way that I can just integrate a paintball gun hopper, because for the amount of bullets that you fire in a small allotted amount of time, you're not going to go through all that. But also that allows you a gigantic hole to load them into. So like you got a pocket full of them.
Yeah.
And as opposed to this, you can load one at a time. You
Yep.
can just like take a pocket full and boom into the top. So my thought is to somehow come up with a way, because a paintball is a little bit smaller than these balls that we're shooting. So I think if I bought the right one, it has the sleeve, so you can cut the sleeve off, and then I don't know if I would plastic weld it or come up with like a flange on the 3D printed part that hooks to the inside of it, or something, or even just attach it with freaking epoxy.
Yeah, dude, epoxy that shit.
And
Just cut
JB
cut the
Weld,
little neck out of it and make that hole bigger and put a new neck on it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Just use like a like one of those reamer bits that you can get a hole bigger and
Step
get it
it.
just big enough.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
was
so-
thinking of that, like one of the like an auto cocker and an auto mag, like the feed helper that like spins and just
Oh
forces
yeah, the like
paintballs in.
hopper stir thingy.
No,
Yeah.
they have them. They have them like the gun shoots so fast now with the electronic triggers that they actually have something
Yeah,
on the motor.
it spins and it drops them. It's got
Yeah.
like a 5-hole chamber,
Right.
and they
And
go
like a
into it
fucking
as it
5-blade prop.
Jesus.
Yeah.
spins
Yeah.
around.
Well, I think we figured out, Ben and I figured out the trick. Every time that we handed these to somebody, they would go, and immediately
You have to,
it would
like,
jam. You have to like, and then you and
Right.
every single time it would load, and so we figured out the trick, and we were just able to light people up. Now there was a couple of guys that would come by and like straight catch us off guard, and they had masks and everything.
That was
And,
Monkey FPV.
Monkey FPV.
Monkey FPV, yeah.
Yeah, so he was probably the most prepared out of all of them, but it was a blast for sure. But I say this one, man, unless you want something automatic, but
Which might be, I don't know if an automatic would be too much or overkill, because the pumping.
Well,
makes it-
you're probably just gonna be like shooting bullets. more than
Yeah.
you need.
yeah.
So did you guys go pick up all your ammo, or did you just leave it all over the place and just grab it as you were walking around?
so
Grab it
I
if you
grabbed a
want.
whole bunch when we left, and I know other people were picking them up too. I'm sure that there were some left out there, but honestly,
No, I don't mean like leaving it behind. I just meant like as you guys were playing throughout the whole weekend and everybody was flying, did you guys just shoot and
we started.
gather them up as you were walking?
Yeah, we started with orange, and in the end I had yellow and every other color too. So.
Two-tone
Right.
colors and
Yep.
Yeah.
split colors and stuff. Yeah. It
Well,
was.
didn't
It's pretty fucking crazy.
Didn't
Yeah,
Sting
it
build
actually
one or,
was.
like, didn't he build one or 3D print one out like for Rampage or during Rampage or something like that? Like he has a ridiculous one.
Who's that?
Stinger Swarm.
Ah,
No, I think he might have printed parts to upgrade one.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
He was there. He didn't have his, so we just lit him up anyways.
Who?
All right, you guys, I'm gonna hop off and go hang with the family.
Okay, Chris. Yeah.
Peace.
Wait, who did you say again? You broke up.
oh me?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
Stingy.
Stingy. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So Stingy, that's a funny story too with the ball gun. I hit him from like 20 yards or 20 feet and then 30 feet and then had been trying to hit him and missed him a few times and hit him again. But every time, like he was walking or whatever, I hit him in the back and he never flinched, didn't turn around, nothing. Like
Takes all the fun out of it.
I was like, man, that's no fun. Ha, but he ha-ha'd right back by not even
Right.
it didn't matter. Oh, and then speaking of that time, the battery toss. If you didn't see the battery toss video,
Oh my god, dude.
Kelly the leveler.
They threw a battery. Cricket threw a battery, and Cricket threw it. Yeah, Bot was talking, and I saw Cricket wind up, and knew he was about to launch it, and so I got a good head start on everybody. And this kid, I don't know if he was like, he was probably like 15, 16. He probably left, or maybe he was a little further back or something. I don't know, but we met up right about the same time, and I kind of shoulder back blocked him, like boxed him out from getting it, and we collided, and he went flying, and I wound up with a big old skin on my leg. But I got the battery. But I assaulted a minor.
Dude, you looked like the fastest man alive. And actually, in Bachgrinder's video that he put out on I-O, he was in the truck. So all of a sudden, you just see Kelly in a blue shirt just beeline for nowhere at like full speed. It's so
funny.
good.
That's so funny. Parker asked if it was a 1400 5S, and actually, it was a 1400 6S.
Damn.
Yeah, an unreleased 1400 6S.
Did he throw the wrong battery?
No, he threw the right one. So funny. I gotta look his video up. Is it on his YouTube?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's up now.
His latest.
I can't wait to see all these edits come out.
Oh my gosh, what really happened at I-O? That's good.
The beginning is the best.
He's got a video of the unicorn freaking go-kart. And he blew it up. Oh,
that tiny wood party tent was absolutely insane.
So the giant that you don't know is a giant until you see him in person is Wombat. Holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Dude, yeah.
That dude is huge. Like, he's just a big dude. If you took a normal size like me and you just went and blew him up, he's like freaking, yeah, it was funny. So we had a shower, right, at our camp. And so we were the only ones that had this shower because I had a hot water heater and an air conditioning and all of the good stuff there, hot water heater being the main thing. And so I have a shower thing on the back side of my camper, and I bought this pop-up tent. And I know Ben did, a couple of other random people, like, hey, can I take a shower? Parker took a shower, but all in this little shower out and back. And so Wombat went back there, I think every day, and I just imagined this like dude, right? Yeah, well, it's tall. It's actually really tall, and it goes up above your head and everything.
Right.
And so I happened to walk like back towards that area. It's like a tent, and I happened to walk back towards that area, and I just looked over and I see his head all the way at the top of the shower. I'm like, he's so big in there.
It's like that video of Shaq when he's driving the car with the sunroof and his head sticking out.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. That's what it felt like.
Oh,
that's
dude, that's so good.
He's been growing his legs out.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's what he always tells everybody. Oh, you're so tall. I've been growing my legs out.
He's a cool dude, that's for sure.
Super cool.
He's identical. Like when you talk to him or you see him on a live stream or you hear him on like WGDP, like you think there's no way this dude is that chill and funny all the time.
Dude, yeah, he is.
Literally the same, always.
Dude, I was sitting there, or I was in camp, and I turn around, and here comes somebody, and they're like, "Here, eat this," and it's a giant, just a steak on a paper plate. So I just pick it up, and I start eating this giant steak with my hands. Right? I turn, and I'm thinking to myself, I feel like a fucking animal right now. And I turn around, and there's Wombat, dude, hunched over on his little doodlebug bike. And he's just going to town holding another giant steak. And that's where we came up with the
steak slap?
Yeah.
Meat slap.
The meat slap.
I'm watching that throw. That's so funny.
What are you watching?
The throw when he threw the freaking battery.
As soon as his arm goes back, you're like, fuck this, and you're gone. Like,
Yeah, I could tell he was like, I could see it that he was about to launch it.
I forget, somebody was streaming that live. I saw it when it happened, and I made a comment. I was like, holy fuck. How fast is Kelly? How is he in that good a shape? Dude, it's like you had cleats on.
I gotta find this video now.
It's
Kelly's super fast.
Let me see. I can probably bring it up and share it.
Yeah, do.
Screen share it.
Do.
Oh man, that's good. I definitely have to go next year.
Dude,
There's
it was
no way
so
I
much
can't.
fun. It
I
really
didn't realize
Totally worth it.
I didn't realize how close it was when I found out that Charlie was driving out with and Kelly, thank you for finding Charlie and bringing him over too. When we were live streaming, I had Parker.
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, Charlie's a good dude, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, let me present Kelly.
Dust, but I didn't see that.
I didn't see that either. That's epic.
Let's get back.
Why does it have the Bach Rhino logo on it? It's fucking Wombat.
That's awesome.
That's so funny. All right.
The doodlebug.
Yeah.
Holy
that's
shit,
it.
you can tell he looks like a fucking monster, right? in
Oh,
that
he
thing.
is, dude.
Dude, he's a giant. He's a gentle giant for real.
All right, here you go. So I am in a blue shirt, the same blue shirt that I have
I
on
see you.
right now,
I saw you. Yep.
right there in the
With
middle.
your hot dog hat on.
Oh, you almost
There he
knocked
goes.
Wombat over.
Wow.
It's great because Bot's like, oh shit, somebody's on the fucking ground.
That's awesome.
Sorry to that kid.
And it was
That's
Kelly.
good.
What did you end up giving him?
We gave him a hat.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
his consolation prize.
A
Yeah,
hot dog hat?
yeah.
Sweet.
Dude, the hot dog hats were a hot commodity.
Yeah? You get rid of a bunch of them?
Well, we brought 9, and then I gave them out to pretty much little random select people, and we did that. Kelly did that glider toss during the World Cup 1 finals, which was absolutely epic because Paul Atkins won that.
Yep.
And then he just like ditched his MGP hat and then donned the freaking hot dog hat.
Yeah, that was rad.
Oh, he looks so happy in those pictures too.
Dude, it's so sick. So sick.
So a little secret. Before I gave him the plane, I was like, listen, don't throw it hard. All you have to do is like soft chuck it, and it will go further. I was like, these dudes right here, look at them. I was like, they are going to launch it. And sure enough, man, they were both like, whoom. And Paul was like, bloop.
Yep.
Dude, it was so close though.
It was close. The
It
one guy
was
that went
really
up,
close.
and then it kind of like did this and nosed. Like Paul won by about that much.
Yeah.
That was pretty awesome.
Lucky.
But he was stoked. I'm glad he won. But and aside those 3 guys, I actually made sure that all 3 of them had hot dog straps too. So it wasn't like random people. It was like people that I walked around and like, oh, he's got a hot dog strap on. That guy's got one. The one dude just had a plain black one, which I thought was pretty cool. It's been a while since I've seen one of those.
Yeah, I was amazed at how many straps I saw that were ours, and I was even more surprised at how many were just stock straps.
Yeah, yeah. Hey,
Really?
how about those pilots that kept coming up to you about the same thing?
Which
Oh.
one?
The pilots from the DRL that kept
Oh, yeah.
it was the same thing over and over and over.
And I'm
Poor
over
Ben,
here
I'm
like, I know, I talked
Yeah.
to so-and-so.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
Ben's doing big things for people.
We're trying to do big things.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hey, Derek, wake up. I should have presented you and not said anything.
Derek, at the races next weekend, we should bring or the next 2 weekends, we should bring Nerf guns, and nobody there is even going to have any clue, and just start lighting them up during the race. So me and you get first and second.
Dude, I'm gonna say, what do you think your favorite shot was, Kelly? On who?
Dang,
Dude,
that's
it's such a hard question because there were so many good shots.
I got Bryce, and this wasn't a good shot. It was actually one that I felt terrible about. But I got Bryce right in the ear. And then freaking Dave. So here's the deal. We're sitting around in this circle, right? I'm sitting there. I just shot Ben in the nuts. And then Dave turns around and shoot like 10 foot shot him in the nuts. And then Dave turns around and hey, bud. Dave turns around and shoots freaking other Dave in the eyeball.
Oh shit.
From like 6 feet away.
Bam! Oh my god.
And so Dave's all here. Kason wants to say hi. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi, buddy.
All right. So then I'm like sitting there giving Dave a rush of shit for hitting Dave in the eye, and he's giving me a rash. And so he like straight points it from a foot away and gets me right in the dinger. I'm
What
like,
the fuck?
dude. So we had a moment there, but yeah, I don't know, man. I think my favorite shot was actually the one that the new guy threw the freaking balloon and hit what's his name right in the nuts. Robert Gentile.
Oh,
We were standing there at the, oh, look at that bot 5.
at the
No,
no.
Ben, oh no, I was just
Bandolero.
Bandolero
Chippewa,
with the strap.
yeah, Chippewa was asking in the chat, so I just wanted to show him real quick how he was asking if it fit the bandolero through the holes.
No. What?
So I just
there you go.
yeah.
Mommy gonna be home?
You know what? I think it's freaking awesome that that the battery strap mounting technique that I started with is catching on.
Yeah.
And dude, put Uma grip in front and behind of the strap,
And it sits level.
and it'll sit completely flat, and the shit will stick to it.
Yep.
Yes.
Money right there. Boink.
Oh, also while I'm presented, check out this dope print that I had. It's one of Copper Top's GoPro mounts for the bandolero, and I murdered the thing to fit a DJI action cam.
Oh geez. I was wondering, I was like, that doesn't look like a normal mount that he prints us. That looks like it was hacked.
Oh yeah, I just took my diagonal cutters. Like this thing is like glass. Probably the best print I've ever had. And when I went to work yesterday, I left my Hero 7 at home. I had everything. I brought all my tools, everything except for my GoPro.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was
The most
pissed.
important tool you need.
Yeah. Well, I brought my session. I brought my
Arguably,
DSLR.
yes.
I just couldn't. I couldn't fly with my DSLR mounted to my camera. I didn't have a mount for that either.
Dude, tape and foam.
I didn't have any foam.
Zip
I only-
tape.
Only
Yeah.
had tape.
If I could make one of my quads fly with this thing on it, I totally would have made it fly.
Oh, you can make one. I think an X class, a 12S, So a 12S
It would do it for
class
sure.
with
100%.
that on it would be bad ass.
Yeah, but
That's
do you?
your cinema rig.
But what about vibrations?
You can
turn on
you can-
stabilization.
You can
I don't
isolate
have
that.
stabilization on this camera,
You can
but I
get
guess
gummy mount.
yeah,
You can isolate it.
I could always send it to you for real steady.
No, you there's a way to isolate it. You just have to do the wire method.
Ah,
Oh, so speaking of favorite shots, one of my favorite shots at I-O was Imperious.
oh yeah,
Dude, I got you, boy, right in the belly.
that's awesome.
He's the only person who got a freaking mark.
Really?
Only person.
Oh yeah, you got it right in the ribs or like above his hip or something, didn't he?
Dude, it was like on the side of his belly. Like, come on. He's the
That's
only
awesome.
person. Nicole didn't even get a mark when I shot her from point blank in the arch of her foot.
Ooh.
Right? I guess he just bruises easily.
He's
I'm gonna give him. I'll give him shit about it.
or something.
You're gonna see him next time and make him flinch. Be like, "Oh, what's wrong? What do you bruise easy?"
Yeah, right.
What do you think I got? A Nerf gun or something?
Right. Chill, dude. Chill, bro. I love the Nerf gun at home. Don't get all nervous. You're gonna get bruised up.
All right, boys, I'm cashing out. I'll see you guys next week.
Later,
right.
man.
Hey, Kelly.
Later.
So what's been going on with everybody else this week?
I've seen fireworks before, so I'm
I've
not
seen
going anywhere.
Yeah.
I live next to the military base. I've heard them all year.
Right?
They're
I
real
got 'em.
fireworks.
I got them going
Real
off in the
ones.
background right now.
Yeah,
Same here.
fireworks I get to hear are the ones that make the grass grow.
I put
Nice.
LEDs on the bottom of my race quad.
What color?
White.
White.
It is mandatory for the get down.
LEDs.
Yeah, for the night race.
I have to have them,
Well, you can.
or everyone has to
Oh
have
my.
them.
Right. I forgot who was on here.
Oh, hey Ben.
We don't. What?
Real quick, the strap size that you have. I don't have a way to measure the strap. That hot dog strap. Do you know what that is for? It's Chippewa wants to know for a 1500 milliamp hour CNHL. Actually, is it a mini star or like the white one or the black one?
Oh, for the Bandolero,
Yeah, I don't know
Oh,
what
yeah.
length I have.
standard one.
Okay,
It should fit 4 and 5S.
cool.
So
220 to 250 millimeters.
yeah, so it's something like that. It's like 10 or 11 inches. Like
And when you bolt it down, like poke something through. Don't rip the shit because
Right.
otherwise,
yeah, dude.
You use like a hot soldering iron.
Poker, do not melt it. Do not use a
Oh.
soldering iron. Do not anything like that. Use
Alright.
a poker and spread the fibers, because if you melt it, it will
it will
rip
start to
right
rip and fray.
through it and catch the seam. I don't have one right here, but there's like a little seam by the buckle. Try to get the bolt head to go on that seam, and it will be like super duper uber strong, and it won't come off.
nice.
I've seen it.
Ask me how I know.
I've seen you crash it and not eject battery.
No ejecto-ceto, cuz.
That being said, though, I have not ejected a battery from my race quad since I put this strap on,
That's lit.
because the only time I ever ejected a battery was when I broke a strap.
I don't have my bag. Give me here, you guys. I know this is gonna be really tough, but you guys are gonna have to hold a conversation for a minute, and I'm gonna run inside and I'm gonna go get something.
Run inside. Oh, right, because you're out in the shed.
Yeah, I'm out living that shed life right now.
Right.
So I'm going to make my screen go away and mute and enjoy talking to Derek.
Go do your thing.
Good luck with that.
It's so lively tonight.
I am. Yo, it's either one way or the other. It's either I'm too loud or too quiet. So I don't know.
Well, dude, why don't
You
you
just
talk
can't
about,
make us fucking happy, can you, Derek?
No,
why don't you
can't-
talk about being my FPV racing coach?
it can't make anybody happy. Well, yeah, I know. I was gonna ask you at least what your plans were for this coming weekend, because so the Weymouth guys are having a makeup race for the one we went to last time because nobody showed up. And
rain.
so that is Saturday, and then on Sunday there's another race at the academy. And I would totally be down to go to Weymouth if it wasn't the day before the race at the academy. And so basically, I am going to go to the one in Springfield again, but not the one in Weymouth.
So the Springfield race is this weekend on Sunday.
No, next week.
Oh, so it's okay. So it's this Saturday and then next Sunday.
No, they're both next weekend, Saturday and Sunday.
Next Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, I'm thinking like in 2 days.
Right? No, in a week.
Oh,
Wait, when is that? In a
2
week?
days. 2 days in a week.
I'll try to be there for both. I mean, it's just going to come down to how much money do I have.
No, I know exactly. It's just unfortunately, it's going to be hard for me to do all of it, and because Weymouth is, it's a little bit of a ride. So if I gotta pick one, then obviously I'm gonna pick the one that's closer. But
Yeah, for sure. I was just looking at the calendar, dude. I can't believe the Get Down's fucking 3 weeks away.
I can't believe it's the 4th of July.
It is
Right.
crazy.
Right?
The year is just flying by.
I know, man.
I know.
I mean,
So-
I'll try to make it to both. It depends on money, I guess, because I'm paying like $15 in gas a day for this new job to like drive out to Somerville, because I have to drive through Boston at the 2 busiest times of the day every day.
Oh, that's always fun.
That's
yeah.
rush hour, dude.
Especially out there. So you're probably
Yep.
spending more time in traffic than
Yeah.
So,
I drove.
anything else.
Oh,
Can
there you go.
You can't see that because the light's too bright.
Put your hand behind it.
Behind that.
There you go.
Oh, that's freaking fancy. Can you see the heralds there?
Oh yeah. What?
All the little baby heralds.
Oh, damn.
Oh, that's
That-
like the Herald bomb.
And
Right?
then I got this little baby battery strap for a micro that's got like, well,
Oh, I think you're in like the
am I in the dark zone?
there you go.
There you go. It's got donuts on it.
Sick.
Oh shit.
Heck, yeah,
Donut strap.
dude. And these things, these are the buckles that we had. You can't see it, but where it's split, I actually, instead of just sewing it on there, I took every single buckle and I soldered all of them
No good.
so that they won't split on an impact.
Oh,
Nice.
damn.
Yeah, boy. So hopefully I'll have those soon. More available.
Sweet.
But they were a hit. And oh yeah, we're having a sale. If you didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
It's what is it, like 15% off.
Right, 45 minutes into the show, and you mentioned that we're having a holiday
Hey,
sale.
At least I mentioned it.
That's a good point. At least it was mentioned on the show.
Not mention it.
Yeah, for sure.
It's been one hell of a week. I've been forgetting to do a lot of things this week.
Yeah, apparently I've been forgetting to do a lot of things too. I've been preoccupied getting the compound ready for the Junktown Get Down.
That's worth being preoccupied.
It's been a lot of work. I was on the riding lawnmower for like 6 hours last Saturday. It's all mowed up now. And then I spent today Thursday, the last 4 days, every day after work, trimming trees, cutting down dead branches, cleaning up the track, run a couple laps, see what it looks like, take the line wide, take the line short, overshoot a gate on purpose just to see. I think I've got all the holes cleared up because the track goes through the trees.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
Right.
and it's going to be at night. And so I'm trying to design it or clear it out in such a way that the faster lines, you have bigger openings to suck up some speed if you need to. So I think I got it figured out. I think it's going to be a blast. Chris lined the track out about a month ago, and we started working on cutting lines into it, figuring out where we're going to route things. And that's what Tacklebox Brad and I have been working up for the last week, getting it all ready. So
Nice.
it's going to be badass.
Did you put it on any of the sims?
Yeah, it's the Junktown Get Down on Liftoff.
Dude, I am going to have to set times on that.
Yeah.
So I can be like, yo, I know I'm not going, but
so Jonathan ran it, and I don't even want to tell you guys what he ran it in because nobody else is going to want to race. So he just got back from qualifying 16th in the world at I-O, so fuck him. He doesn't count. He doesn't count. You can't compare your lap times to his because he's stupid fast.
Well, wasn't he training with like Quad Force 1 or something?
Yeah, dude. 60 packs a day for 2 weeks.
That's a lot of freaking
going straight into I-O.
That is a lot of batteries.
Yeah, dude. He's been gone for a while. He was training and then went training straight into I-O.
Woo!
And he just got back and came out yesterday and he showed me his DCL quad, dude. That thing's so weird.
Why? What's weird?
Because it has this weird like fuselage thing that's like this pointy nose that comes down between the front 2 arms. This like piece of plastic like hole type deal, and the FPV cam sits like way back up here, kind of like pod racer style.
Weird.
Instead of having the camera on the front of the quad, it sits like like on a regular race quad, but instead the camera's like up here in the back of the pod.
Why?
I don't know. It's how DCL makes their shit. And he has these LEDs on it, dude. That he has a 12-volt regulator that's like this fucking big on the back of that just to run the LEDs.
What?
Those LEDs are pulling like 2 amps or something. They're so bright. He said he can't even fly it at night because the glow from it will wash out on his canopy and he can see it in his FPV camera. Because they're so bright, they're made so that way you like spectators can see them in direct sunlight to follow them on these big tracks.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
And he's got like 2 that run the length of those 7-inch arms on either side of both arms or all 4 arms. The thing is like a big giant blue light bulb flying through the air. But yeah, the LEDs are mandatory. Lights are mandatory on your quads. 1, so that way you can see other racers, and 2, so that way if you go down, you can go find it easier. But the workaround that we did last year is we just bought a big giant thing of those snap glow bracelets.
Yeah.
And then you can just zip tie those all over your quad. I made like a little U shape for the front 2 arms and a U shape for the back 2 arms, and then that's really all it takes. Throw some zip ties over it, swap it out in an hour or so, keep them bright.
Right.
But
you use the full-on light sticks like on the bottom of the arm. Like
like the glow ones that you like shake up. They're
the ones you get all ravey with and stuff.
Yeah, totally. But they're big and clunky, and you can get honestly, when you're in the goggles, those fucking glow bracelets or necklaces or whatever, you can see those just fine.
They look like that EL wire.
Right. But yeah, I was asking Jonathan about it because I was worried about my lights, all 4 of those being so bright directly on the bottom of the quad versus on the side of the arms. Mm-hmm. If it was going to keep it, like if I came over the top of somebody, if you're just going to see white light for the whole gate or whatever, you know what I mean? So we'll see how that works out. I might end up having to turn them down.
You can turn them. Oh, because they're all in the flight controller control or whatever.
No, it's right now. It's just soldered up to the ESC or the XT60. So they're powered on when I've got it. But that's why I talked to Jonathan, because I'm like, if I do that, then I'm going to end up having to move it to the 5-volt pad on or the LED pad on my flight controller.
Yeah.
He said he didn't think it'd be an issue. We'll see.
Send it.
Send it.
Yeah, lots of that.
There's going to be a prize at the get down for the brightest LED quad. So.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah, that is true. The brightest LED quad will win a prize.
Shit, I might have to go.
Yeah, dude.
I'm just gonna put all my tack lights on it. Just make a bunch of like Picatinny rail mounts. Mount a tack light on.
Dude, I have like a giant roll of LED tape, and I was thinking about like seeing how I could just fucking wrap it over the arms and like go all the way across the other arm and then back and around the fucking center of it, and then around you just where it's just one big light.
Dude, yeah.
That'd be awesome.
You should do that. Just
I want to know what kind of lights that dude was using on that wing that scared the shit out of Chris and I when we were coming back from Utah that one day. Remember we told you guys about that? The UFO. We thought it was a UFO. Those lights were like aircraft lights. This guy was like 30 feet off the ground, and you could see the ground. Like you could see this big white spotlight moving under his plane, like on the hillside off the side of the road.
That's so sick, dude.
Dude, it was so bright. So bright.
Dude, speaking of giant LED wings, they're at I-O.
Yeah, I saw somebody had that wing was hauling ass.
Oh my God, it goes like 130 miles an hour.
That's
like
nuts.
2 feet over your head.
That's nuts.
Like, don't hold your arms up when he does a pass.
Right?
He was going down like the tent alley, and you couldn't. I mean, he was so low you couldn't see the LEDs.
It would chop
Really?
10
Oh,
feet,
yeah.
dude. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
Really?
And you walk up, dude, like the dude, when you go up to him, you're like, "What's up?" And he's like, "What's up?" Ah, you know, like you don't,
dude.
like
He's
what
not
do you
even serious.
expect a guy that does that shit to look like?
Right.
He's just a dude.
Right.
He's just another dude, and you're like, dude, that thing hauls ass. And he's like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, right.
You know, he's like, yeah, of course it does. That's awesome.
It's foam too, right?
Yeah, it's like this one.
Right. It's not like a foam board. It's
not foam board. It's like EPP foam.
So like if it hit you at 100 miles an hour, it would hurt, but it wouldn't fucking kill you.
It would fucking hurt.
Bars and shit in that, dude.
No, like I'm pretty sure if you hit somebody, like we're talking about like head heights, right? Because you said he went like 2 feet over your head.
Yeah.
If you hit somebody in the head at 100 miles an hour with a quad that weighs 800 grams, that'll probably kill them.
This would definitely kill them.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what I was just thinking. I was like, maybe that would be safer because if it's foam, like, I mean, yeah, it's going to knock you out. Probably a trip to the hospital EMS, but would it kill you?
It probably would kill you.
Really?
It's a flying knife.
Dude,
going
when
130 miles an hour.
Fully built with the spars and then like GoPros and everything. Like this shit is fucking heavy, man.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
It is really heavy, you know. And for the battery that I'm going to be using for that is going to be 5,000 milliamp 6S.
Holy shit!
So like
a battery like this big.
It's actually two 3-cell batteries that I'm going to use in series.
2 5,000 mAh batteries.
Yeah. But like I wouldn't want to get hit with it at all. I know what it's like to get hit with a quad.
Right.
And I will tell you, I would much rather get hit with a quad than any freaking EPP wing.
Really? At that speed? Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Well, I mean, because you're going to get some, like, I got the quad and there was props and arm and it, like, kind of tumbled after it hit me. This thing is, like, the edge, like this, 100 miles an hour.
Right.
Bam! And then there's not much give because the spars are only, like, a half an inch behind that.
Spars, are those, like...
It's the...
Like lead weight? Is it like a reinforcement?
Yeah, it's like a fiberglass or carbon fiber. And then it pretty much makes an A-frame on this one. Well, on this one, it'll make a frame that goes along this edge and then it goes flat and then comes back down this side.
Gotcha.
And it'll have one of those on the top and the bottom. And when you put that double layered A-frame on there, the thing just turns into rock solid.
Right.
You know, you can run it into like a concrete wall or a brick wall if you don't have any FPV gear on it, and it'll be fine. But getting hit with that, nah, fuck, thank you.
That changes the game about homie throwing it around at 100 miles an hour at I-O.
Yeah, dude's got some giant
yeah,
balls, man.
Seriously. Yeah, you wouldn't catch me doing anything like that. I mean, I'll fly some sketchy shit. Or I'd fly, like I thought about it when I was flying that monster truck show. Like, how sick would it be to just get like a super cool shot, me flying through the fucking grandstands, you know what I mean? With everybody in them, and like it's all packed, and then I'm like, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't risk it.
I flew 30 batteries that day, and I didn't have one single issue, video, no tech issues, no equipment failure. But as soon as I got over there, something like that would happen. And that's what's prevented me from ever doing anything like that.
Yeah.
And I heard that, I should probably know it because of the hobby, but I think John, because he's FA or 107, said something about you can't fly at like a mandatory no fly if it's more than 25,000 people.
Really?
Something like that. Because the thought process, like he didn't expand on it. He just said something, and I was like, well, my thought process on that would be like at 25,000 people, if you had an equipment failure, you couldn't fall out of the sky and not hit somebody.
Yeah.
But I think that has to do with like stadium laws.
Right. Right.
Like a waiver wouldn't even cover that?
Well, maybe. I mean, waivers are different shit, like,
yeah,
or if you're insured or if you have liability or anything like that. So,
I mean, technically, if you can prove you can do it safely, you can get a waiver for anything.
right.
That's true.
Oh, actually, I had a funny ass story from last night. We were talking about LEDs on quads that are bright as hell.
Mm-hmm.
So a buddy of mine that will go unnamed, we showed up to watch the fireworks in a parking lot last night, and he's like within visual line of sight. Like I actually have like still photo pictures from the ground, and you can see his lights and everything. Like he was there, he was good, and he was flying back, and all of a sudden we see this other blue light, and we're like, is that a plane like way off in the distance? And he's like, nah, man, that's a quad. I'm gonna go fuck with him. So he starts like hauling ass towards him in sport mode, and this thing couldn't get out of its own way. And he flies right over the people as the thing's landing, and he turns on like the flashlight that aims straight down. Dude, they must have disarmed it or something, because it was like coming down, and just dropped like a rock.
As soon as that light came on.
As soon as the light came on, and they got in the truck and they bolted.
That's funny, dude. He was probably like, cop drone, it's a cop drone. Get the fuck out of here.
Run.
Oh my God, it was the funniest thing. Like, all we heard was like people talking, and then a truck start up, and then burning tires.
They're just taking off.
Yeah.
I thought about it. I thought about flying the fireworks show tonight. I've got a spot. I've already scoped it, and I was like, they don't launch over the people. They launch them straight up in the stadium, and they have it like all roped off where you can be or whatever. So that was my biggest issue, is catching a stray artillery shell and getting taken out or whatever and flipped over into some people. But I voted against it. I was like, we'll do the live stream and chill.
Yeah.
Let them have their fireworks.
Yeah, let those normal people have their fireworks.
Exactly.
There's gonna be plenty of idiots flying through fireworks this year, so we'll enjoy.
Oh yeah, I feel like it. Like somebody who did it last year, like DRL posted something of somebody ripping through the fireworks last year with an FPV quad.
Yeah.
And after that, I was like, you guys fucked up now. Wait until 4th of July 2019, because you guys don't know what you just did.
Mm-hmm.
Now everybody that was like been flying anybody that's been flying quad since May, there's like, I'm gonna fly the fireworks show.
Yep. Or people went out and bought quads just
exactly.
Oh.
All right. Well, it's 6:59 on
It's
4th of
8
July.
o'clock in Colorado.
Huh?
It's 8 o'clock in Colorado.
Well,
apparently it's 3 in the morning in Boston. That's what I told Ben last night. I'm like, dude, I was up flying at 4 o'clock in the morning. He's like, dude, that's like 9 o'clock my time.
Yeah, that shit's that time change is a mofo, especially
Right.
when you go from Seattle to Muncie, Indiana.
Right.
That was brutal, savage.
Yeah, I bet.
But then it didn't really matter because we stayed up till 5 o'clock every freaking
Right.
day anyways. So, all right. So that now that it is 6:59 my time, and we've been on here for an hour, I want to thank everybody for joining us on 4th of July, 2019 for the Freedom Show.
Freedom.
America.
No, it says American on my knuckles.
I know, American.
Mine says Colorado.
Yeah, that's in America. That's in.
That's
in
American. That's American.
He's like, that's in America. All right, guys. We will see you again next week. Same time, same channel. Thank you guys for in the chat for joining us. We will see you again later.
Later.
Bye.